Hey, before you register your next domain name, let me ask you something important. Did you know that the moment you register a domain, your full name, your home address, your phone number, and your personal email address can be publicly visible to literally anyone on the internet? That's right. Just one simple WHOIS lookup, and a complete stranger, a hacker, a stalker, a spammer, or even a competitor can pull up your personal details in seconds. No hacking required. No special tools. Just a free website and a few clicks. Scary, right? And here's what's even more alarming. Even if you think you're protected, most people have no idea how little their current registrar is actually doing to shield them. But what if I told you there's a way to register a domain name completely anonymously, where your real identity stays hidden, your payment leaves no trace, and your personal information never makes it onto any public database? That's exactly what we're covering today. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to know everything you need to stay private, stay safe, and stay in control online. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to ABC Hosting, the channel where we break down everything about web hosting, domains, online privacy, and building your digital presence the smart way.
I'm Nick, and if you're new here, welcome to the family.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a video like this one. Now, today's topic is one that I've been getting a ton of requests for in the comment section, and honestly, it's one of the most important things anyone building an online presence should understand.
We're talking about how to register a domain name anonymously using cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin and Monero.
Whether you're a blogger who doesn't want to be tracked, a business owner protecting your company's privacy, a developer building projects you want to keep confidential, or simply someone who believes your personal information should remain yours, this video is built for you. We're going to cover why anonymous domain registration matters more than ever, how the registration process actually works when you use crypto, and what steps you need to take to make sure your identity is fully protected from start to finish.
No fluff, no filler, just real, actionable information. Let's get into it.
All right, so let's start with the big question. Why does this even matter? When you register a domain name through a standard registrar, ICANN, the organization that oversees the global domain name system, historically required registrars to collect and publish your personal details in a publicly accessible database called WHOIS. And even though GDPR brought some changes in Europe that limited public WHOIS data, this doesn't mean your information is completely safe. Registrars still collect your data, it still gets stored. And in many cases, it can still be accessed, leaked, or even sold. Here's what's actually at stake when your identity is exposed through domain registration. Number 1. Spam and phishing attacks. Domain registrant data has been harvested by spammers for decades. The moment your email and name hit a WHOIS database, you become a target for relentless spam campaigns, phishing emails, and fraudulent renewal notices designed to trick you into handing over your domain or your money. Number 2. Doxing and personal safety. If you run a blog, a news website, an opinion platform, or any kind of content that could upset someone, having your home address publicly tied to your domain is genuinely dangerous. Doxing is real. People have faced real-world threats and harassment because their personal information was attached to a website. Number 3, competitive intelligence leaks. If you're building a new business, launching a product, or developing a side project, the last thing you want is for competitors to identify the domain you just registered and figure out your plans before you're ready to go public. Number 4, government surveillance and overreach. Depending on where you live, there are real concerns about government access to your domain registration data. Journalists, activists, whistleblowers, and privacy-conscious individuals in certain regions have very legitimate reasons to keep their identities separated from their online presence. Number 5, data breaches at registrars. Registrars get hacked. It happens. If your personal information is stored in their systems and they suffer a breach, your data is out there. The only truly safe data is data that was never collected in the first place. This is why anonymous domain registration, combined with crypto payments, is not just a feature for tech enthusiasts, it's a fundamental tool for anyone who values their privacy online. And the good news, It's actually easier than most people think. Okay, now let's get into the part you've been waiting for. Here is the complete step-by-step process for registering a domain name anonymously using cryptocurrency. Follow these steps carefully, and by the end of this process, your real identity will be completely separated from your domain registration. This is the most critical step. Not every registrar is built the same way. Most mainstream registrars, like registrars, like GoDaddy or Namecheap, are based in the United States and are subject to U.S. legal jurisdiction, subpoenas, and data disclosure requests. What you want is a registrar that accepts cryptocurrency payments, Bitcoin, Monero, or both, has a strict no logs or minimal data collection policy, is based in a privacy-friendly jurisdiction, does not require government-issued ID verification, offers built-in WHOIS privacy protection at no extra cost. Do your research on this step. Read the registrar's privacy policy carefully. Look for transparency reports. The registrar you choose is essentially the gatekeeper of your identity. Choose wisely. Before you even visit a registrar's website, you need to set up an anonymous email address that has no connection to your real identity. Services like ProtonMail or Tutanota are excellent options. They're end-to-end encrypted, don't require personal information to sign up, and have strong privacy track records. Important tips here. Do not use your regular Gmail, Outlook, or work email. These are directly tied to your identity. Sign up for your private email using a VPN or Tor, so the sign-up IP address isn't linked to you. Use a username that reveals nothing about who you are. This email will be the address associated with your domain registration account, so it needs to be completely disconnected from your real identity from day one. Your IP address is a digital fingerprint. Every time you visit a website, your IP is logged. If you register a domain from your home IP address, even if you pay with crypto and use a fake name, that IP address can potentially be used to identify you. To prevent this, use a reputable no-logs VPN before visiting your registrar. Look for VPNs that have been independently audited. Mullvad, Proton VPN, and iVPN are strong choices. And importantly, Mullvad even accepts Monero. Even better, use the Tor browser, which routes your connection through multiple encrypted relays, making it extremely difficult to trace your real IP. Pro tip: if maximum anonymity is your goal, combine both. Connect to a VPN first, then open the Tor browser. This way, even Tor entry nodes can't see your real IP address. This is where cryptocurrency becomes your privacy superpower. Traditional payment methods, credit cards, PayPal, bank transfers, all leave a crystal clear paper trail directly back to your real identity. Crypto removes that trail entirely. Bitcoin, BTC. Bitcoin is widely accepted and easy to use, but here's something most people don't realize. Bitcoin is not fully anonymous. The Bitcoin blockchain is completely public. Every transaction is permanently recorded and visible to anyone. If your Bitcoin wallet can be traced back to you, say, through a KYC exchange, for example, your payment can be linked to your domain purchase. To use Bitcoin more privately, buy Bitcoin from a peer-to-peer exchange that doesn't require identity verification, or use a Bitcoin at Musafresh non-KYC wallet specifically for this transaction. Consider running your Bitcoin through a reputable mixer or CoinJoin tool before spending. This breaks the transaction chain, Monero, XMR. Monero is the gold standard for private cryptocurrency. Unlike Bitcoin, Monero uses ring signatures, stealth addresses, and ring CT technology to make every transaction completely untraceable and private by default, not as an option, but as a core feature. If maximum payment privacy is your goal, Monero is the superior choice. So you can acquire Monero on exchanges that don't require KYC, store it in the official Monero GUI wallet or a mobile wallet like Cake Wallet, and spend it directly at registrars that accept it. Even with all of the above steps in place, make absolutely sure that your registrar provides WHOIS privacy protection, also known as domain privacy or private registration. WHOIS privacy works by replacing your personal details in the public WHOIS database with the registrar's information or generic placeholder details, so that anyone doing a lookup on your domain sees the registrar's contact info, not yours. Important: many good privacy-focused registrars offer this for free. If a registrar is charging you extra for WHOIS privacy, that's a red flag, or at least a sign you should shop around. When the registration form asks for a name, you don't have to use your real one. Use a pseudonym, a pen name, or a business name that has no direct connection to your personal identity. Pair this with your anonymous email address and crypto payment, and there is virtually no data trail connecting you to that domain registration. Anonymous registration is only as strong as your ongoing habits. Here's how to maintain your anonymity long-term. Always access your registrar account through your VPN or Tor. Never log in from your home network without protection. Keep your private email account separate from everything else. Renew your domain using the same crypto payment method. Avoid connecting your anonymous domain to accounts or services tied to your real identity. Operational security, or OPSEC, is an ongoing commitment, not a one-time setup. One slip can undo everything you've worked to protect. Stay consistent, stay disciplined, and your privacy will hold. Okay, so now you know exactly how to register a domain anonymously. But here's a question I get asked all the time in the comments. What about web hosting? If I register my domain anonymously but then sign up for a hosting plan with my real name and credit card, isn't all that privacy effort completely wasted? And the answer is absolutely yes.
It is. Your domain privacy and your hosting privacy have to work together.
One without the other leaves a gap that completely defeats the purpose.
So let me introduce you to a hosting provider that was built with exactly this in mind, and that's QloudHost.
QloudHost is one of the best anonymous web hosting providers available today. And here's what genuinely sets them apart from the crowd. Anonymous sign-up QloudHost doesn't require you to hand over mountains of personal information just to get started. You can set up your account with minimal data, keeping your identity protected from the very first step. Crypto payment support. QloudHost accepts cryptocurrency payments, including Bitcoin, so you can pay for your hosting the same way you paid for your domain. No credit cards, no bank statements, no payment trail tied back to your real identity. High-performance hosting infrastructure. So if you're serious about building a truly anonymous online presence, from your domain registration all the way through to your hosting, QloudHost is the complete solution you've been looking for. The link to QloudHost is right there in the description below. Go check it out, explore their hosting plans, and take the next step toward a fully private, fully protected online presence. Your privacy deserves the whole package, not just half of it. All right, we covered a lot in this video. Anonymous domain registration, crypto payments, WHOIS privacy, VPNs, Monero, operational security, and now QloudHost for your anonymous hosting needs. But I know that sometimes, no matter how thorough a video is, you still walk away with a question that wasn't answered, and that is completely okay, so that's what the comments section is for. If you still have any confusion, any questions, or anything you want me to go deeper on, drop it in the comments right now. I read every single comment on this channel, and I personally make it a point to respond. Your question might even inspire the next video. Also, if you found this video helpful, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It takes 2 seconds, but it genuinely helps this video reach more people who need this information. And if you haven't subscribed to ABC Hosting yet, now is the time. We're putting out consistent content on web hosting, privacy, domains, and everything in between. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this one. Seriously, it means a lot. Your privacy is not a luxury. It's not something only journalists and activists need. It is a fundamental right. And in a world where data is currency and your personal information is constantly being collected, sold, and exploited, taking control of your digital identity is one of the smartest things you can do. Register smart, host smart, stay private. I'm Nick, this is ABC Hosting, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.